I'm an alien, I'm an alien, I'm an alien, I'm an alien.
Hey everyone, what's going on? So about a week ago, Rema dropped this challenge on his Instagram and Twitter. Like he's about to release a new song called Alien, and he decided to let people make entries for the album art. And just yesterday, he released the winner. The purpose of this video is actually for me to highlight some of my favorite entries, some of the ones I thought were really good. And by the way, I'm not listing them in any particular order, but these were my favorite ones, the ones that actually stood out for me. Now this first entry is done by Marsha's Problems. Her name on Twitter is Stormtrooper. Her handle is Marsha's Problems. Check her out. This one is actually pretty dope. You know, it gives like this calm vibe. I love the art style. It's kind of similar to anime, but it's not really anime. It gives me this superhero comics vibe. I felt like you can see this in the pages of a DC comic, for instance. The teddy bear has to be there. That's like one of Rema's signatures. And like what's happening here is that looking at the vegetation here, it's a different planet. So the spaceship landed here. Rema is finally taking off his mask, showing that he's actually not human. And he's actually an alien and he's back on his home planet. I really love the concept, and you can see that he's getting comfortable. I like it. It's a really beautiful concept. So the next entry we're looking at comes from Kodak Tokyo. So this entry here, kind of like the same concept in the previous one. It shows the spaceship at the bottom that has landed and Rema taking off his mask. And what I really love about this entry is that if you're a true Rema fan, you'll notice that the mask that's been removed comes from Rema's first body of work, the Rema EP. This is the artwork that came with that. So it's like he's paying homage to some of the previous work done by another artist for Rema. And I just really love that attention to detail. Obviously the teddy bear is there as well. He removes that to reveal Rema's true identity as an alien beneath. You can see the spaceship at the bottom and the smoke around it, so maybe he crash landed. It looks like Rema is back to his home planet and he's basically just taking off the mask. He also made a few variations. There's the purple one and then there's the green one. And this next entry is by Shay's Art. And this is rather interesting. I won't go as far as saying it's my favorite, but I really love this one. Look at this. It really looks like an African American style of art, like out of the pages of one of his black comics, or like a show like Black Dynamite, for instance. This iteration of Rema can actually relate with them and can actually be one of the episodes of the show. I don't know, I just love it. So there's an alien beside him and then the spaceship, the hovercraft behind him. That kind of ties in with the alien theme. And this next one I got from Instagram by Igazi Official. I won't lie, when I actually saw this one, I was like, this is beautiful, but I knew it wasn't going to win. I'll explain that in a bit. I'll explain why that wasn't going to win. Just like the first two that I talked about, it shows Rema actually revealing his face. It's actually half of Rema's face as a human face and the other one as the alien. So this one is actually multi-layered. This style actually plays homage to Rema's style because Rema actually does the whole mask thing. Actually, if you look at this closely, something is peeling off. The alien face is peeling off a bit. It actually looks like if he removes the mask, the next thing is the alien face, then the human face beneath. Because if you look at the lines, if you look at this, it looks like it's the alien face that's peeling off. What really stood out to me in this piece is that it's like an actual digital painting. I'm not saying it's my favorite, but like if I was to choose a favorite, it's be a close contender. This was done by Tony Gaxo. Basically shows an alien spacecraft beaming Rema and some other aliens with him. In this one, Rema isn't really an alien himself, but then again, beneath his mask, he's glowing as well, so maybe he's a different form of alien. It looks like a different planet because the skies are purple, that orangish, I don't know, but it's not really the same color as Earth. So I think it's on a different planet and he's being beamed up. If he's a human here, it's like he's actually the alien. There are two things here that actually speak to Rema's personality. That's the mask and the teddy bear. Now this next one is done by Sir Joey. I just love it, you know. It has this hip-hoppy vibe with the chain, the bling bling, you know, everything shining. And then he's in space, he's in outer space. You can see that. Judging from his physique, he doesn't really look human-like. But I don't know, maybe that's the artist style of depicting humanity. And then there's the mask. In a way, though, it looks like a ghost. But maybe it's just the way the mask is floating. Yeah, but nice one. Now this next one I'm going to look at is done by I Am Willie's Art. Now this, the detail on this, oh my goodness. This is like straight up comic book art. You can see this from the pages of a Marvel comic or a DC comic. And look, it even reminds me of Super Strikers too. But yo man, this is awesome. And this is really where attention to detail comes in. You can tell that he's on a foreign world with different creatures around him. There's this one there that kind of looks like Thanos. and Rema isn't really bothered by them. He's human, so he's actually the alien on this planet. This one, he's fully human, but like, I think he's a badass. You know the way like aliens come to Earth and then they have superpowers. Maybe him on their planet has superpowers because of their, you know, the way their world works. I don't know. And the teddy bear is there as well. In each of the entries I've looked at so far, there's either been the teddy bear or the mask or both. Kudos to them for paying attention to detail, because those elements are integral parts of Rema's brand. This next one is by Shori at DBC. Dude. First of all, it looks like he's in outer space, maybe on his spaceship, or I don't know. And there's green lights. You can see the green on his skin. So Rema, in his human form, is looking into the mirror, and what he sees is an alien. And this last one, last but not the least, this entry was done by Fortune Atlas. This gets full marks for simplicity. You know what? I'm not even going to say too much about it. I'll leave you guys to talk about it in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think about this. In fact, this should have won. The next one I'm actually going to talk about is the entry that won. Before I talk about that, I'm going to show you guys my own entry, because I made an entry as well. And honestly, when I saw this competition, I was like, there's no way I can let this pass me by, because I'm a video creator and all. My first love is actually art. Basically, I just saw it and I knew how to hop on it, you know. In the original post that Rema made, he put the location as Mars. So I kind of wanted mine to be Mars themed. When I made this, I hadn't really looked at so many entries, but I just thought that many people that made this would actually kind of picked it in outer space, you know, stars and everything. I didn't want to go from that, and I knew that people who play around with colors, there'll be purple, there'll be blue, and I was like, I don't really want to go with that vibe. I want to go with a more terrestrial vibe, you know. Looking at this, you can see it has brown, orange, yellow, which is actually kind of like the Mars terrain. I showed Rema shooting a beam from his gun, because I really took some time to think about it. I know a lot of people go for the alien vibe, where like the aliens look very different from humans, but like there are some depictions of aliens that actually look like humans. As you can see, it's the case from Thanos' daughter Gamora, and like the different aliens that like still have this human-like physique. So I wanted to go with something very human-like, but the distinct factor would be the color of his skin. So the first thing I did was actually to change the color of his skin, and like I wanted this alien race not to be too different from human technology. Maybe just a few decades away from human technology, so that slightly more advanced but not too advanced, and that kind of human-like, so they can actually come and interrelate with us on our planet. That's kind of the vibe I had in my mind. And yeah, that's why you can see his combat gear, his boots, everything, they're kind of human-like, you know. Just to throw in a bit of, just pay homage to the general alien trope, I put a spaceship in there. And I was going for simplicity as well. And by the time I was done with this, although I wanted to add one or two more things, so I actually did it on the deadline day. I did it in like 4 or 5 hours. I was actually kind of pleased with my outcome. I kind of had an idea that I wasn't going to win, and I'll tell you why. Which is why I also thought that other entry wasn't going to win. If you look at Rema's style, Rema's brand, he really likes to play around with this whole cartoony, playful vibe. It's the kind of thing you see out of Cartoon Network or something, or some of these comics where the artist really plays around with the style. Now if you look at this style, it's very simple, very straightforward. Rema on one side and the alien on the other side. You can tell that he's on a different planet because of the color of the sky. His teddy bear is there as well. Honestly, I feel like this is mainly about the art style. If you look at the Bad Commando artwork, you can kind of get the idea of why this will win, because this fits into the Rema brand even more. If I'm going to do this kind of thing in the future, this kind of competition, and I really hope I see more of this, I'll actually study the kind of style the artist has used in the past. I'll actually tap into that, because what I did here, most of the clients I work for, if I do this for them, they'll be pleased with it. So I was doing something from me, because at the end of the day, art is also about the artist's expression. But then again, if you're doing something for someone else, you also have to pay attention to what they like. And that's why the one that won. Yeah, so there you have it. I've talked about all the entries right now, including my own. Out of the few that I mentioned, which is your favorite? And if there's any other one that you saw that I didn't talk about, feel free to mention it in the comment section. Mention the name of the artist, put their Instagram so we can check it out. Honestly, we should do more things like this in Lagos. I'm thinking of something. I actually want to do something like this, but I don't really have the idea. I haven't placed my finger on it yet. I'm going to do a little bit of brainstorming, talk with some of my artist friends. If you have any suggestion of what we could do, put it down in the comment section. But I feel like we should actually do something like this, because this really brings the artistic side out of most of us, and it's really beautiful. Big ups to the Rema, Jonesy, Maven team for this challenge. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at tdeshi to see more of my content. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm an alien, oh, I'm an alien, I'm an alien, oh, I'm an alien. Oh yeah, yeah. If you're looking for album art, I'm an artist actually. Hit me up.